It is not that he is going to war with different countries. It is also the fact that he is losing big time. Take a listen at this one first.
A problem created by the unlawful, disastrous invasion in the first place. A senior Iranian official, Moshen Reza, says if you strike our infrastructure, it will no longer be an eye for an eye. It will be to cripple you. It will be a head for your eye. You will be crippled. Meanwhile, Kim Jong-un.
You will be crippled. You will be destroyed. United States did not need this time. Never. Never in the past, not today, never. That a foreign country will say something like this. That we are going to coming to destroy you. Where are you going to go, Trump? Why did you create so many enemies for absolutely no reason? Do you have the answer? You don't. Guess what? You pedo, you devil worshipper, you child molester, you have a big mental problem right now as we speak because you're melting down. You are throwing Pete Hegseth under the bus. You are throwing U.S. military under the bus because you do not want to take any responsibility for your dementia. You are completely toasted. Iranian generals are threatening. What else is happening? Take a listen.
Posting photographs of himself by massive ballistic missiles that look like they could contain nuclear weapons and saying North Korea's status as a nuclear power is irreversible. Turkish sources are telling Al Monitor that the U.S. is asking for talks between Vance and Iran's parliamentary leader Ghalibaf, where Turkey could be an intermediary, but Iran is yet to respond and has no interest in responding.
No interest in responding. Countries like North Korea, countries like Turkey, all of these countries like Iran, all of them are literally making fun of Donald Trump. And with social media, guys, it is not very hard for us to see all of these things because the narrative is not being controlled by mainstream media only anymore. The narrative is controlled by facts. Today, for people who are looking for truth, they get the truth. And what they're getting at right now is nothing but mockery of the United States going to this kind of illegal war, wherever he wants, in the process, really making U.S. look absolutely weak in the eyes of billions of people.
It's interesting because the last thing that I remember hearing about is that the president decided not to consult with Congress before going into Venezuela, but to consult with oil corporate executives.
And this is so important. When you make a decision, a major decision like going to war, it is always better to go through Congress. Not just because you want the money from them, obviously, but also you get more people, more brain working into it, telling you and giving you the right answer, the right decision that you can make. If you go with Pete Hegseth, if you go with Marco Rubio, little Marco Rubio, you have call Marco Rubio, little Marco Rubio. You don't even have much trust in him. But then you have Pete Hegseth, and then you have some other bootlickers in your administration who are telling you that this is the right thing to do. But had you gone through Congress today, you would have avoided this catastrophe. You would not have listened to Israeli demand, Netanyahu's demand, because that's what he is demanding. Send your troops. That's what Netanyahu is demanding. Of course, then you have also scumbag like Lindsey Graham weighing in. Yes, this is the right thing. You have to send the troops. You have to let our people get killed for the freedom, safety, and security of Israel. This is beyond pathetic.
We are having a moment of sort of unbelievably dramatic news. News that's like, if you were pitching a movie, the people you were pitching it to would say, no, that's too over the top. We can't do that. Denmark reportedly sent soldiers just a few weeks ago. They sent soldiers to Greenland armed with explosives and blood supplies. The explosives were to blow up the runways at airports in Greenland, and the blood supplies were in anticipation of combat casualties in a conflict with the United States. That is, if the U.S. could find a way to put U.S. troops on the ground in Greenland without landing on the blown-up airfields. Think about that for a second. I mean, Denmark...
Okay. So he turned Europe against him. He did not turn Iran against him or against United States. He did not turn one country that he was so fed up with. He turned the entire world against him. Can you live in this kind of environment as an American citizen? Can you feel safe? Anywhere in the world today, you go and you, especially in the Middle East, obviously, they're going to slaughter you if they know you're from US. Thanks to Donald Trump, this hadn't have to be this way, but it is this way. It is this way, and now situation is just getting escalated.
It's freaking Denmark. They are literally and officially our ally, but they had to send troops out with live ammunition and blood supplies and live explosives, not for an exercise, not for training, but on a real deployment on which they planned to disable the airfields in Greenland to protect their territory against us, against the United States.
Scribe makes step-by-step...
Unbelievable. But everything today is believable because we are led by this lunatic who, to me, is already unbelievable that he's in power. So everything that happens after that is not something shocking, even though we don't want that to happen. But nothing is shocking anymore. It's just a regular day that you will have another country turning against you.
You may also recall that Denmark is in NATO. So if Trump actually does try to use military force to take Greenland, we will be at war with all of NATO. But now I guess we know how it would start.
So, yeah, thank God NATO was supposed to be a nation, you know, all of these nations were supposed to be helping United States defend itself. But now these countries are planning to destroy United States, just like Denmark. These people are taking up arms, getting ready to attack United States if necessary. This is the world we're living in today. Trump right now is panicking. He is done. He's losing it. Let me know your thought in the comment section.